In recent days, an extraordinary event has captured the world's attention with fascinating reports coming out of Jerusalem. This city, renowned for its historical and spiritual weight, has become the epicenter of a stunning visual experience. Witnesses claim to have seen a bright, heavenly light, with some even reporting the appearance of Jesus in the midst of this phenomenon. The intense luminosity emanated from a high point, above the rock, radiating a glow that eclipsed the city lights and the stars. Jerusalem, with its historical and spiritual importance, became the setting for a vision that many consider divine. But what really happened that day? Was it a celestial manifestation, a play of lights, or perhaps an ordinary vision? This event awakened deep feelings and left everyone wondering about its meaning for humanity. Would it be a joy of light or something that transcends our current understanding? Was this vision really Jesus or a symbolic representation of Jerusalem as a mosaic of faith and history? In this video we will reveal all the details. Before we start, I sincerely ask you to subscribe to the channel to help us achieve our mission, which is to bring precious information about what is happening in the world today. Let's get started. It was shocking to see the intensity of the light, radiating a glow that seemed to come directly from the sky. The light was a pure white so intense that it eclipsed any other source of light, hovering over the dome of the rock and reflecting magnificently off the ancient structure. This light pulsed gently, almost like breathing, creating a sense of wonder and mystery. Many felt they witnessed something that transcended human understanding and reality itself. The towering, almost conscious presence of the light brought to light deep questions about spirituality and the meaning of this celestial event for humanity. We live in difficult times, where prophecies seem to come true, but many ignore what is happening in the world. The window of light persisted for several minutes, with the intensity slowly varying, creating a mesmerizing effect that captured the attention of the inhabitants of Jerusalem. What happened recently sparked rumors and intense discussion, leading to an even more impressive sight of radiant light. Several reports have emerged describing the presence of a human figure alongside a traditional image of Jesus Christ. According to some witnesses, the figure appeared to be dressed in a long tunic and had its arms outstretched in a gesture that could be interpreted as a welcome or blessing before Jesus. The light was not static, it seemed alive, moving and changing position as it illuminated the scene. Some viewers described a silhouette descending over the city, while others noted a rising movement in the depths of the light beam. It was an experience of profound faith for those who witnessed the event, interpreted as a divine sign. The variation in light intensity and the apparent mobility of the figure contributed to a feeling of mystery and reverence. For many, this was a visual confirmation of faith, evoking biblical passages that speak of celestial appearances and divine manifestations. References to sacred texts mention how celestial figures manifest themselves to convey divine messages or signs, as described in Exodus. This extraordinary experience in Jerusalem not only strengthened the faith of many, but also generated new interpretations and discussions about the meaning of these heavenly signs and their relevance today. The glory of the Lord is often associated with an intense light, as described in Numbers 24:17 and in the Transfiguration of Jesus in the New Testament, where he appears enveloped in resplendent brilliance. This recent event has generated fervent discussions and a widespread feeling that something of great importance has happened. Many wonder if this appearance is a sign of the times or a direct message to humanity. Jerusalem, rebuilt around this experience, became the epicenter of conversations about the depth of life and the meaning of this manifestation for the future of the city and its inhabitants. The intensity of the light and the presence of a divine figure evoked feelings of peace and deep respect among the witnesses. Those who witnessed it reported a profound spiritual calm, as if they were before a sacred and pure scene. This experience left a lasting mark on everyone who witnessed it. Reflecting on this extraordinary light, it is impossible not to think of the Bible in episodes such as Moses and the burning bush, described in the book of Exodus. Just as Moses was amazed at the vision of the divinity, those present in Jerusalem felt astonishment and curiosity upon witnessing the apparition. This reminds us of other biblical passages about divine light and presence, such as the Transfiguration of Jesus in Matthew 17 verse 2. The vision in Jerusalem involved intense light and a divine figure, evoking a sense of sacredness and spiritual depth. Those who witnessed it described a spiritual serenity that transcends understanding, a complete sensory experience that touches each person's spirit. The presence of light and the divine figure brought comfort and strong inspiration in faith and spiritual connection. The implications of this event are vast, raising questions about the nature of divine appearances and celestial manifestations. Many wonder why this vision occurred specifically in Jerusalem and whether a message or sign was communicated. These reflections awaken a feeling of joy and respect, reinforcing hope and renewing the faith of those present. In the context of the Holy Scriptures, this event in Jerusalem is considered a sign of great spiritual significance. The Bible is filled with stories of divine manifestations that convey messages from God to humans. This recent phenomenon can be interpreted as a continuation of these manifestations, a reminder of the constant presence of the divine. Jerusalem became a center of spiritual and theological discussions, reflecting on the impact and meaning of this extraordinary event. A heavenly vision in Jerusalem has raised many questions about its true meaning. Will it be an announcement of future events or a direct message to humanity? This phenomenon continues to inspire and intrigue. When Moses saw the burning bush, God called him and said, "Moses, take off your sandals, for the place where you are is holy ground." Exodus 3 verses 3-5. Moses, an ordinary man, found an undeniable sign that God was speaking to him. In Jerusalem, a mysterious light captured everyone's attention, shining with an almost blinding intensity. Just as the burning bush was a sign to Moses, this light is a reminder that we are part of something bigger. Light not only illuminates, but inspires reflection and a sense of peace and respect. In the Bible, light is associated with the presence of God. Isaiah 60 verse 1 says, "Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." This light in Jerusalem can be seen as a manifestation of the glory of God. The inhabitants of Jerusalem, touched by this light, felt a deep emotional reaction, just like Moses before the burning bush. The light in Jerusalem reminds us that we are connected to a greater divine plan. This light is not just a visual phenomenon, but a spiritual experience, echoing biblical divine encounters. She invites us to reflect and connect with the sacred. The psalmist wrote, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, of whom shall I be afraid?" Psalms 27 verse 1. Security in the presence of God reflects the comfort sought by the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Jesus, the light of the world, declared, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." John 8 verse 12. These words offer direction and hope, echoing the biblical theme of divine light. The light in Jerusalem, by echoing these themes, exerts an irresistible force, attracting the inhabitants and illuminating their lives, just as the burning bush attracted Moses. The light in Jerusalem is not just a visual curiosity, but a spiritual phenomenon that inspires reflection. In the Bible, God's light symbolizes protection and direction. Psalm 119 verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." This reflects the experience of those who saw the phenomenon in Jerusalem, suggesting divine presence and guidance. Isaiah 9 verse 2 mentions, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light," a reference that many Christians associate with Jesus. Light, a symbol of salvation and spirituality, resonates with the inhabitants of Jerusalem. In the New Testament, Jesus is the light of the world, bringing clarity and spirit. Matthew 5 verse 14 says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a mountain cannot be hidden." This statement urges disciples to reflect this light. The light in Jerusalem can be seen as a manifestation of biblical truth and the presence of God, demanding devotion and spiritual understanding. This experience strengthens the faith of those present and serves as a testimony of divine interaction with humanity. Biblical stories of divine light, from the burning bush of Moses to the transfiguration of Jesus, help us understand this phenomenon in Jerusalem as divine communications of guidance and spiritual renewal. Rumors about the mysterious light turned Jerusalem into a center of spiritual fervor. The intense light and its imposing presence remind us of God's ongoing presence and the role of each person in the divine narrative. This light in Jerusalem continues to inspire and challenge those who witness it, raising questions about its true meaning. The enigmatic glow serves as a symbol of the eternal link between the divine and humanity, reminding us to follow the teachings of Jesus and let His light guide our steps. Isaiah 60 verse 1 exhorts, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." The mysterious light in Jerusalem seems to be a tangible sign of the promise of glory, calling us to reverence and awe. John 1 verse 9 says, "There was the true light, which gives light to all men." Just like the light of Christ, the light in Jerusalem illuminates the path of those who seek truth and salvation. Matthew 5 verse 14 highlights, "You are the light of the world," emphasizing the responsibility to reflect divine light in our lives. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment and share with those you love, and if you are a believer in God the Father, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any updates on what's happening around the world. See you later.